Little me.
Hey guys, I'm your host Angel,
Hey guys, I'm your host Paige.
and this is the Dear Little Me podcast where we talk to you all about Demi Lovato.
Yes, and we're back. I've been on like so many vacations.
Yeah, you're just living it up, girlfriend.
Yeah, and at the end of this episode, we're gonna be seeing each other, and we're gonna get into that at the end of the episode. So we're gonna be reunited for an episode, which is always so much fun getting to do this in person. So but we wanted to jump right in because we have kind of a lot to update you guys on. Have you listened to the Confident Rock version yet? Have you listened to it?
I haven't actually.
Really?
I didn't want to admit that, but I was like, oh my God, wait, I've just been so all over the place this morning and I didn't have time to listen to it. I've heard all the previews though. So it's like I
Yes.
all the bits together because we got a preview of the chorus, we got a preview of the intro.
You didn't hear the high note at the end. It's crazy.
Yes, I haven't. Is it?
Yeah, so you'll have to like listen to it and next episode check in and let us know.
Okay, I will let you guys know
about it. But I have to be honest with the snippets that we got before we got the actual song. I was like, I saw someone say, and it's so true. It sounded like Demi was singing into a fan.
Yeah, because it was like,
Yeah, it was like the effect that was on their voice. But when you listen to the full song, I feel like it kind of flows and it works with like the other. It makes sense when you hear it in full. Yeah. So, and then I was like, okay, so I thought I wasn't gonna like it like at all, but I still have to like rank which ones. I think Cool for the Summer is still the last for me, but
Cool for the Summer version.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a.
Well, I'm excited for Neon Lights. That was finally confirmed. Not sure today or yesterday, but the snippets for Neon Lights, I feel like I'm gonna be most like Neon Lights because it sounds like a bop. I'm very excited.
Yeah, definitely. And it sounds also, I was actually kind of shocked how similar it sounded to the original. I'm sure it's going to be different, but like the beginning, like it was like it still had that same like nostalgic, like baby when we look up, like I'm so excited here. And then also because the main is featured on it. I grew up listening to like some of their music because my sister was really into that type of music back then. So that's like what I grew up around. So it's kind of, it's like extra nostalgic for me to have that feature.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure if this is a popular experience or unpopular, but I had no clue who the main was until I saw
you're younger.
But I saw that and I was like, who is that? I saw people getting excited over it. I was like, should I know who that is? But
I'll send you a song that you should listen to that you'll probably like.
Yeah, what kind of, is he a rock artist also?
Alternative, I'd say. Okay. Yeah. So, and it's a band.
Gotcha. More than one person then.
Yeah. So yeah, Neon Lights, we have that confirmation. And if you guys haven't already, I'll try to remember to put the number like on the screen, or I'll put it in the description. Maybe or could DM me for if you really need it, because like I never type out the descriptions. I'm horrible. But for the number you can text and you can get like updates. You could text Demi Lovato. Like I have Demi's contact in my phone. Let me pull it up here. Oh, I can give you the phone number now. Here we go. Phone number is 214-441-6795. So you'll get updates on like the track list and like sneak peeks before anybody else. So as long as you guess like a little sneak peek image, right? Which the Neon Lights one was really easy. Then we got
I saw a bunch of people were texting it. I've done it before. I think Demi did something similar, like if I'm not mistaken, during Demi era, where it was like a text me and get sneak peeks. Stop whining. But I didn't do it because I was like, oh, I mean, is it really gonna be like a sneak peeks? Did you guys actually get a sneak peek or?
Yeah, it was like a couple seconds, and then Demi posted a longer snippet later in the day. So it's not like we're getting it
exclusive content.
Right. We're not getting like the full song before anybody else. But it's just something fun. And then you get like, I looked at my phone, I was like, oh my God, I got a text from Demi,
Yeah.
The closest I'll ever get. So but so besides the songs that we mentioned, we have a confirmed track list so far because Demi has mentioned these in interviews, the songs. So these are all confirmed from Demi. It's a 10-track album, but we know 9 of the tracks. So we're going to try to guess the one that is going to be the 10th track. But
Yes.
do you want to let them know like the whole list?
Yeah. So we have so far confirmed, like Paige said, Heart Attack, Confident, Sorry Not Sorry featuring Slash, Cool for the Summer, Neon Lights featuring The Main, Don't Forget, Skyscraper, Give Your Heart a Break, Tell Me You Love Me, and then number 10 is What We're Missing. So what do you think lucky number 10 is gonna be?
I'm thinking it's either going to be Here We Go Again or La La Land.
Yeah, a lot of people I heard were saying Here We Go Again, just so Demi can do the I threw all of your shit away.
Yeah, because then I also, but I feel like La La Land is such a, like when people think of Demi, they think of that. Like I feel like that was such a big part of their career, that song in
Yeah.
the Disney days. But I feel like out of the two songs, I feel like Here We Go Again is more mature than like
Yeah,
La La Land.
definitely, yeah. I mean, Demi could still sing like I still wear my Converse. Yeah,
I eat McDonald's.
yeah.
I still eat my Converse.
Eat my Converse. I wouldn't say that. But yeah, I feel like that's not for 31-year-old almost Demi. Man, that's crazy. Demi's gonna be 31.
And in 2 days.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild. So which one what song do you think? Do you think it's
I also think Here We Go Again. But I'm delusional, Delulu, and so I saw a tweet and it was listing out all of the thing, and it was like, oh, like what song do you think is gonna be next? And someone said Here We Go Again, because then we'd have all the eras. And I was like, everyone just forgets about Dancing with the Devil, the Art of Starting Over. Like that, it's the forgotten album. And I think personally that Carefully would go hard with some drums and a rock guitar.
yeah.
I think that album needs to have a little snippet of love.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I don't think we're gonna be getting Carefully. Although I would not be opposed because I do love that song. It's my favorite from the album. I was really shocked because last episode we were like trash talking people think not we weren't trash talking people, but like the idea of Skyscraper being on the album because we're like, would Demi really re-record a rock version of Skyscraper? Well, it's happening. I don't know how they're gonna do it.
I have no clue. I'm assuming it's gonna be more soft rock though. Like yeah, like
because this
more
is
on the happy ending spectrum more
the
than
only
like
ballad, right?
what'd you say?
This is the only ballad on the album, right? Like
Yeah, unless number
ballad.
10 is somehow a ballad.
I mean, would you consider Tell Me You Love Me a ballad? Not really.
No.
Not like Skyscraper.
Yeah, no.
So
Like Tell Me You Love Me I can imagine with like some rock aspect, but Skyscraper I cannot, unless they turn the dun dun dun, dun like the piano part into like a soft drum. I don't know.
because I figured if Demi was going to be re-recording Skyscraper, that we would have had that performance when we saw them in Jersey, because on the 4th of July. I don't know if I don't think Demi sings guys. I don't remember. Oh my God. But we got like,
Demi
Demi
sang Skyscraper in Jersey, but not the regular version.
It was like the normal version. So I'm like, what if it's just going to be re-recorded with like
new vocals? Yeah, that could be true. Yeah, Demi didn't say that all the songs would be rock. I mean, it is the rock version, but it's just revamped, so it could just be a re-recording.
Yeah, so I guess we'll find out September 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly a month from today, I think. Like I said, right? Yeah.
Well, today's August 18th, so but 4 weeks, not exactly a month.
Yeah, 4 weeks. And I'm really excited. I'm liking that Demi is dropping like the songs. I feel like Demi has been giving us like new music so consistently for the past 2 years. Like we'll get like we in between the albums we'll get like some songs and features and stuff. I mean, sometimes the features aren't the greatest, like, but it's nice that we're not like, I always think back to like the Demi era, in between like the Demi and the Confident album. I remember like it was like 2 years, but it felt so long, and everyone was like, it's been so long since we've had new music and all this stuff. So I think back to then and I was like, struggling waiting 2 years. So it's nice that we've consistently gotten new music these past.
Yeah, definitely. I really appreciated the Holy Fuck era, when it was like we got Skin in My Teeth, we got Substance, and we got 29 as singles all before the album actually dropped. And we got 29 the day before the actual album dropped, which was literally tomorrow is a year since Holy Fuck dropped. So that means we got 29 today. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
But yeah. Man, years since 2019.
Well, what is your top 3 favorite songs from Holy Fuck? Now that it's been out a year, like
Yeah.
your solid
So
top 3?
top three, not in an order because I can't think of an order right now, but 29 actually. Eat Me and Forever For Me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, is City of Angels in your top 5?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
All right.
4.
It's 4.
And
It's 4.
5 is Speed, if
Okay.
anyone cares.
If anyone cares. I like really struggle, but I know that my 2 favorites are Feed and City of Angels. Um Feed, City of Angels, and probably, I mean, I like Heaven too. So I feel like I like the underrated songs. I mean, I think City of Angels is more not really underrated, but I don't know. It's really hard to choose because I've decided, because I was listening to all the albums driving home from Cape Cod. I listened to like almost all the albums, and I was like skipping a lot of songs on certain albums. I'm like, oh, I don't really feel. But holy fuck, I barely skip any songs
Yeah.
if I do. Um, and so I think officially, holy fuck is my favorite album.
Wow.
Like, and it's changed a couple times throughout the years. It was Unbroken, and then like Here We Go Again, and then like Demi. But I think it's holy fuck. Something about it. It is so well written. It is just so good. Like if you really listen to the lyrics, you're just like, wow, that's so clever. That's so deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
A year later, that's officially your favorite album. What do you think that Revamped will take the place of?
I don't think so.
No, because it's just re-record. Like, do you think
Yeah.
that you'll like the re-recorded versions of all these songs, or do you think you prefer the OG?
Well, I definitely like the rock versions because I was like listening to the Heart Attack one on repeat, and I was on like shuffle, and then the original played, and I was like, what the heck? It sounded so weird just from like listening to the new vocals now. Like Demi actually sounded like a chipmunk on the original. It's crazy. It's so weird. If you like haven't listened to the old one and you've been like listening to the rock versions on repeat, go listen to the old stuff. You're gonna be like, who is this? It's so
Yeah.
wild. So but yeah, we're gonna move on. I mean, I'm sure there's so much going on Demi's nominated for the VMAs.
Two VMAs.
Two VMAs.
The first one is Swine, which is nominated for Video for Good. If you guys don't know, it's basically a nomination for a video that like promotes or advocates for like a message. So obviously Swine advocating for abortion rights. And then also nominated for Best Pop Song, which pissed a lot of Levatics off because Demi is not pop. So they're obviously not gonna win that one. Who are they against? Do you know?
I don't. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. All I know is I don't think Demi's gonna win any of them. I just feel like, I mean, people complain like no one streams Demi's music, so I don't expect people to be voting for Demi if you're not even listening to their music. Also, I voted a few times, and I've like told people to vote like on my story, but I just 10 years ago almost in 2014, I think it was, when the lyric video for Really Don't Care, you had to do the hashtag vote Demi Lovato on Twitter. I just haven't recovered from that, and I don't think I ever will, because that took over my life. It consumed me. And so voting for me since then, I was like, because Demi didn't even win, so it's like a waste of my time.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say the last VMAs that I even bothered voting for, or even watching, was when Demi was against Five Sauce. So I don't know. So I don't really care. Also, the VMAs are kind of like the lower key Grammys. I'd rather Demi win a Grammy, if anything.
Yeah. Do you think Demi's gonna be at the VMAs?
I would hope they make an appearance just so we can get like a red carpet look. I know it's gonna slay, and the makeup, Jill always comes through. But like you said, I mean, maybe I don't know who Demi's against for them, like I said, but maybe for the Video for Good, because Swine does like the abortion rights have been like the entire last year has been all about that. So maybe just for that reason, like they would win, but I don't know what other videos.
And like probably because they're nominated. I don't remember the last time they were nominated for a VMA. Probably not that long ago, but I really don't remember because all I remember is 2014. That's it. That's all I remember.
Yeah. I don't even watch the award shows. I go on Twitter and see who won afterwards.
Yeah, me too. I miss the days when I would be like really excited because I remember it would always come on right before school started, and so that was like the last thing. Like it was like the end of the summer Video Music Awards, and it was like back in 2012 and 2011. It was so good back then.
Yeah, the last good VMAs I think was when Demi performed "Sorry Not Sorry." Was that the VMAs? That was right.
I don't remember, but I know
it was on something when they were in the blue outfit.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, was that the VMAs?
I think
Probably.
it was. That's the last one I watched. So
I don't even know if I watched that. I think I just watched Demi's performance
yeah.
afterwards. Um, but yeah, so make sure you guys vote if that's something that you're like into. But I remember back in the day, people would like send so much hate to accounts that had like large followings if they weren't promoting Demi and asking their followers to vote, or they weren't voting or streaming the music. And it's like, not everybody is into that. You know what I mean? Like, we obviously want to see Demi win, but we also have other things going on in our lives as well. But if you're into,
Also, at this point, like, are we really convinced that the voting actually matters? Like, because
I
some of
know,
it, some categories, especially with the Grammys that like people were up against, I was like, that should have been a clear win for this other person. But yeah, I don't think voting really matters. Not to, but I don't like. I think it's yeah. At the end of the day, it's the award show. They want to make money, so they don't really care. I think about our
yeah.
vote.
So we'll put the link down below to vote, and Demi's been sharing the link in their stories like daily, so I'm sure that that's there. But anyway, moving on to our Dear Little Me segment. Our podcast turned 2 years old and we didn't celebrate it again. So I think that's going to be an inside joke with us when we hit 3 years and we'll be like, oh, by the way.
Yeah, no, I kept telling Paige, I was like, we should film for our 2-year anniversary. And then it came and it went, and we were like, oh well. But it does not feel like it's been 2 years. Like,
No, probably because we haven't been the most consistent for the past 2 years, but I just feel like it's also something like I really enjoy this podcast. I look forward to filming, and it's something that I enjoy, and it's never felt like work. I mean,
yeah,
I'm gonna put that in quotations because, like, it's not like we're the biggest podcast out there. We do appreciate everybody who does listen, but it's I find it's so fun, and I don't ever want it to be like I don't ever want to like dread it, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
I like being consistent. I like hearing everybody's like feedback, and I love when you guys are like, "Hey, a new podcast episode coming out." Um, but also I'm just like we're just enjoying doing it. This is just something that we enjoy doing. It's definitely bonded our friendship too, I would say, over the
Yeah.
past 2 years. And yeah, so it's will always hold a special place in my heart.
Yeah, I
So
was gonna say the same thing. Like, even though consistency is key and all that, we even said at the beginning of this year, we were like, okay, it's New Year, we're gonna be consistent with the podcast.
you were doing good.
Yeah, we were, but like you said, I don't want it to become like a chore, or like
Yes.
I have to film today, even though I really don't want to. It's just more like, oh, when we have a lot of updates to give you guys, because there's some weeks that there's literally nothing. So what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
So I feel like we should just gather up a bunch of stuff and make a fun-filled episode rather than just like, what should we talk about this week?
Just
Uh,
like
yeah.
just like pull things out of like thin air. But yeah, happy 2 years to us. And
You
you
should
guys
comment down below how long y'all have been a part of our podcast fam. I was trying to think of like a word like Levotics, but I could not.
our podcast journey.
The dear little me's.
The dear little me's. Yeah, how long have you guys been watching? And I always find it really fascinating how you guys found us. So if you could let us know in the comments, that would be really cool. So 2 years, wow, that's crazy. But anyway, highs and lows for the week. Oh my god, I'm sorry if you keep hearing that.
I don't hear anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
My low for the week is that my job that I was at became really corrupt, and they basically have like a case on them now of like abuse and neglect of elderly, which is the population we're working with. And so that's just been heavy on my mind a lot, because I am very passionate about mental health with everyone, and that's who we're working with, like individuals that were mentally disabled. So it's been I hate it, and I really did enjoy working with the individuals, but as the company that came out with all those like things that were wrong, I was like, no, I can't stay with that, because they offered us to come back after the investigation, but I was like, no,
Yeah,
I can come back after that.
right.
So looking for a job also that's in my field, but might possibly settle for something because I just need money right now. We're trying to move out. Yeah. And then my high is that I was able to get a second Switch for a really good deal off Facebook Marketplace. I love Facebook Marketplace. And I play Animal Crossing. If anyone knows, I love Animal Crossing, and Nintendo is sneaky, and they make you pay for 2 switches if you want 2 separate islands.
Oh.
So I've been wanting it for a while, and I finally saved up and snagged a good deal. So that's my high.
So my low is like the past week. I left vacation early because I just like my mental health. I just wasn't, I don't know. I was like, I need to be home. But I feel like my high is tied into that because I feel like I'm feeling much better now. And I got like through that like rough patch, and I was like just reminding myself, I was like, this isn't gonna last forever. I'm not gonna feel this way forever. And I finally got to that point. And then also to end the episode, like we're gonna be seeing each other on Sunday. We're gonna be doing, I don't think we called it like the Levotic like lake house or wherever, but it's
not on a beach, so we can't call it the Levotic Beach House.
No.
And fun fact for y'all, if you have just found us, we met originally in 2018 for the Levotic Beach House. So now it's, oh my gosh, I did not think we would be doing this again. It's crazy.
I mean, it's not as big. It's 5 of us rather than like 12, but we're going to be meeting up with some of the girls that we met at the last Demi concert. Well, when we went to New Jersey, that we met there, and it's just the 5 of us. It's going to be like a 2-night thing, and we're going to like kayak, and
we're going to celebrate Demi's birthday.
Yes, we're going to get like a cake, and we're going to hang out, but there's like a fire pit. So I think we're definitely going to do an episode there, but I think I'm going to vlog it. I think, but if not, I'll definitely be posting on my story on Levotic Wear if you're like interested.
Maybe you can do like a live or something too.
Yeah, that would be really fun. So
look out for that, guys. That'll be fun.
Oh, can I give you a quick reminder to anybody that is watching on YouTube, if you have a second and you want to support the podcast further, head on over to Spotify and listen to the episode on there. It helps us out a lot. And make sure you're subscribed on YouTube if you aren't already. We're on our journey to 1,000 subscribers. So
yes, we're very close to being monetized. We've been working toward this goal since the last 2 years. That was our ultimate goal, to be monetized, and we're so close. So we would really appreciate if you guys could help us out. And if you're working out, if you're cooking dinner, if you're going on a walk, just, have it playing.
Yes, exactly. So that's it for us this week, guys.
And I hope you join us next week or 2 weeks or whenever we decide to film for your weekly dose of Demi.
Bye, guys.
Sorry that it took so long, but baby, you're free.